Hey, and good morning. Liv Moods here for another Guerilla Sports Daily. I will be back again on Thursday. Jesse will be here tomorrow. We've got all things coverage on sports. What is going on in the sports world right now? Let's get into it. Also, guys, if I fumble on my words, if I maybe even fall out of this chair, something is going on with me right now, okay? Forgot my setting spray for my makeup, forgot my lip liner. It's just one of those mornings. So if you're also having one of those mornings, I think it's something in the air. It's not just you, it's also me. So we're in this together. It's just one of those mornings. Hot Mess Express today, but we're going to jump right into all things. Hello, Cedric. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. You're always here. Always the first one. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Let's get into some Olympic talk. Specifically, let's talk about Team USA. This basketball team has gone 5-0 before heading to Paris. And LeBron James. We have to talk about LeBron James, the geriatric of this league. Yes, I said it. 39 years old, damn near 40, okay? And this man is proving, yet again, for the maybe millionth time, that he is one of one. Is he the GOAT? Well, hate the GOAT conversation, to be completely honest with you, but we have to give him credit. We know that the GOAT conversation is very polarizing, but 39 years old, and he is doing what some 20-something year olds in this league can't do. He's not just a great basketball player. This dude's hooping at 39, damn near 40. That is so old in this league. It's unbelievable. We're now seeing him teammates with his son, who at one point was waddling courtside as a young child, toddler, baby even. LeBron James really is one of one and one of the best players in the world, if not the best right now. Nikola Jokic still exists, never mind. LeBron James is one of the best players in the world and 39 years old, proving that he is just one of one. So giving credit where it's due. He's not just hooping, but he is kind of carrying Team USA. I'm not sure if you saw Anthony Edwards when asked about, hey, how did you guys make this happen? How did you push through? 2 words, LeBron James. Very simple. So this Team USA may need to figure out what their game plan is come 2028 when LeBron James is not there, because he has said he will not be there. So do I believe him? I actually do. 39 years old is insane. Congratulations, LeBron. You are still kind of, at this point, an anomaly. I don't really know that you should. It just feels like you're maybe an alien. I don't know. Really great stuff, though, obviously, by LeBron James and Team USA. 5-0 as they head into Paris and the Olympics. Staying on the topic of Team USA, let's talk a little bit about Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr is trending. Let's talk about why. Well, is he making a costly decision for Team USA? He had a conversation with Kevin Durant and decided that Kevin Durant should not play in Game 1 against Serbia while in Paris, okay? Kevin had a strained calf, and Steve Kerr believes he is not quite ready to play in Game 1. Now, here's the kicker. He's not flying in a replacement. So my question to you is this a costly decision by Steve Kerr here? Is it going to backfire? Will KD ever be healthy? We know he's not getting any younger, okay? And who would be a good replacement for KD if Steve Kerr were to make that decision? Although he has not, and he believes that KD will be better and will help this team advance in the Olympics. Is there a good replacement for KD? Is this a costly decision by Steve Kerr to not have a replacement for KD? Share your thoughts. I would love to know in the chat. Speaking of the Olympics, we have to talk about something that I can't believe these things actually happen, okay? They must do stuff differently down under. Okay, I'm about to get there, because WTF is happening. An Australian field hockey player named Matt Dawson broke his ring finger on his right hand. Okay, happens, right? He's an athlete. They get injured all the time. He was given a choice, though, by the doctors. You either miss the Olympics with your broken finger, or you cut your damn finger off to make it to Paris. Well, this 9-fingered man is now going to Paris, and I am astonished at the decision-making skills by this man. I mean, I guess ball is life. We know this. If you really love your sport, there's not a thing that would stand in your way, even losing a digit. he lost a digit for this sport. Now, I super hope he has a phenomenal performance. I super hope Australia can really represent in Paris, because if I chopped my finger off for nothing, I mean, no thank you. I cannot believe, given now I get it. It is the Olympics. It is the biggest stage of whatever sport you play. I understand. But he lost a finger. Can't imagine that was a painless process. You got your finger chopped off to get on your flight to go to Paris. Nine-fingered man. Shout out to Matt Dawson for being what I would consider kind of insane, but I have the most respect for it. So shout out to you. Ball is life. And I hope you don't need that finger for your game. I don't think you do. I think you're good, but best of luck to you. Hope it was worth it. We have to talk about something that I think is going to be very exciting, hopefully, and works out for the best. TNT has decided they will match Amazon's $1.8 billion media package bid to keep the show, the best show, in my opinion, still on our television screens. Now, if you guys have seen not forever ago, Charles Barkley announced that he was retiring after this year of being on our television screens, one more year of being a media personality, one more year of being on our screens alongside some jokesters like Shaq. The best show to me inside the NBA. Had a little bit of a bidding war where TNT wasn't sure they were going to be able to pay for this show to stay on our television screens. Amazon was trying to take over. NBA, it's a no-brainer. You got to rock with TNT here, and I'm going to tell you why. Amazon has already ruined Thursday Night Football. We don't need them messing around with Inside the NBA. It is the best show on television. It is the best sports show ever, actually. And we don't need Amazon putting their grimy little fingers on it and messing it up. They already did that with Thursday Night Football. I don't want them doing that with Inside the NBA. So TNT, shout out to you, matching the offer. $1.8 billion is an insanely large amount of money, but we know that this show is a fan favorite. It is so fun to watch. They do a phenomenal job. And so fingers crossed that we will get this show again, and double fingers crossed that Charles Barkley comes out of retirement, because the show is not the same without him. So maybe now that there's rumblings about TNT still being a part of Inside the NBA, Charles Barkley could come out of retirement. We could keep this show alive because it is a fan favorite, and it is phenomenal. Kenny Smith and Ernie Johnson are the funniest. Okay. To me, it is a perfect combination. I think Shaq and Charles are the funniest. And then the little ad libs by Ernie and Kenny really just make the show. The combination of personalities on that show is one of one. I love watching that show on my television screen. I spend more time laughing and hearing their insight. You learn something, but you're also entertained. It is just a perfect combination of personalities and education and entertainment, and I just love it. So fingers crossed we can continue watching Inside the NBA with TNT plastered all over it, because I don't want Amazon near it, okay? Final thing here. WNBA talk, but not stats, not the athletes, none of that. No, we are going to talk about Phoenix Mercury's legend, Cheryl Miller, and what she had to say about the money that the WNBA just acquired. Check it out.
Those lines, there's reporting about a $2.2 billion media rights deal out there.
There's rumor of it?
Reporting about the next media rights deal.
Then if I'm not great with numbers, low ball.
Why do you say that?
That's a low ball. You're saying how much?
$2.2 billion over 11
Not
years.
enough. Not even close. Now, I'm not trying to inflate it a whole lot, but a 2's nice, and 8 would be better. That's what I'm talking about, because they know. They know. And we certainly have come a long way. And I'm not about gouging, but it's a long time overdue, and we're going to continue to get better and better. All you have to do is look at, college basketball and what's coming next, the next wave of excitement. And you have this now, and pretty soon we're going to add another gold medal. So women's basketball is in a great place right now.
Just what do you need to do then in your mind to go from 2.2 billion to an 8 billion, as you say? What needs to happen?
We need tough and fair negotiators and visionaries, and we need a bully. We need a bully behind the table that's willing to say, you know, we'll break up the pieces and go from there. But there's a certain number bigger than 2 that we want.
Now, of course, someone like Cheryl Miller will have the WNBA's best interest at heart, right? You got to look at this from a larger scale and say, okay, this league has grown immensely over this last season. Whoever you want to credit that to, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, we are seeing this league start to develop more and more and more than it has ever been. But to me, we also have to take baby steps here, okay? Because this is the first year where we've seen significant growth in media coverage, fandom, and revenue. Keyword revenue. Generating money is a very important thing in this business. And this is the first year that I think the WNBA can truly say confidently and with their chest that they are generating revenue. We've got people that are tuning into the WNBA that never have before. We've got media personalities speaking on the WNBA every single day when they never have before, which may rub some people the wrong way, but that's the only way that this league is going to grow. You've got to get people talking about it. You've got to get people in the seats. You've got to get people interested, and you've got to generate money. We are starting to see that process unfold, which is a really great thing. But this is an 11-year deal, $2.2 billion as a media deal. And that's a low ball? I don't know if it is. I mean, yes, she is going to look at this from a larger scale and say, look at what we've done in 1 year. Imagine where we're going to be in 11 years. But this is also the first year we're seeing this. So to me, felt a little glass half empty. I think there should have been at least a moment of saying, yay, we're making progress, right? We're finally getting somewhere because it's been so long. Now, should it take one season for these athletes to feel appreciated because we've got new hot shot rookies? No, it should have never gotten to this point. We should have always seen appreciation for the WNBA and the athletes and their craft and their athleticism. We should have seen this a long time ago. But we haven't, and that's just the world that we live in, unfortunately. And so because we're now finally starting to see that, I think we've got to remember that this is going to take time. There's baby steps here. Now, should they right away be they should have always been at the same level of respect as the NBA or any other athlete for that matter. But this is a process, and I think there just should have been at least a little bit of acknowledgement of, hey, we're getting somewhere. We appreciate this deal. And then maybe you get into the conversations about, hey, this isn't enough. 11 years from now, imagine where this league is going to be when you've got more of these NIL athletes that are trickling in, that have these personal brands, that are bringing more fandom. I imagine the WNBA is going to be very, very large, and the fandom will have grown immensely, and the revenue will have grown immensely, and the media coverage will have grown immensely in 11 years. But baby steps. This felt a little glass half empty, felt a little greedy, which again, you kind of have to be that way. I can understand that. You have to be that way and fight for these athletes a little bit differently than other athletes have to be fought for. It's a really sad truth, but it is the truth. So I get where her frustration is coming from, but I think that it's going to take time for the fandom that we're seeing, the media coverage that we're seeing, to generate revenue on a scale that would warrant more money. That's all I'm saying. It's going to take time. Now, Cheryl Miller has the WNBA's best interest at heart, so you can't fault her for that. But yeah, it's going to take some time. These are baby steps that we're dealing with the WNBA. It shouldn't be that way, but it is that way. And that's just the reality. So that's all I have for you today. We've got some Team USA talk. We've got some Olympic talk. We've got people losing digits, insane behavior. And we've got TNT maybe, potentially, possibly keeping our favorite show alive. And we've got some WNBA conversations. Chuck is better than Shaq, in my opinion. Who do I have? Joker or Jamal? I don't know. I'd probably go Jokic. Jokic for sure. Got to go with Jokic. But Chuck versus Shaq. Yeah, Chuck is pretty funny. You cover the WNBA. Thanks for the news. You are welcome. You can go ahead and talk about that. Chat, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. We will be back again for another Guerilla Sports Daily on Wednesday. I will personally be back again on Thursday. We've got all things happening this week. And then later today, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, I will be talking all things Denver Nuggets, joined by Brandon Cristal. BK will be alongside me, and we'll be talking all things Denver hoops. Maybe an update by then about Russell Westbrook landing in Denver and signing papers. I don't know. I'm hoping. But we will be back again 2 p.m. Mountain Time today to talk all things hoops. So make sure you're there. Thanks for joining me. Happy Tuesday, and we'll see you later.